welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aries, also known as HNRE. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Aries, I'm going to be speaking like I am speaking about your person, but I could be speaking about you, Aries. So we're just going to get into the energies, Aries. So the energy I'm picking up for this is a person who's truly is afraid of commitment. I'm tapping into an energy. This is an energy of someone who is very much has their mind really strongly set on relationships don't work, blah blah blah. But this all stems from fear. Now it doesn't mean they're not loyal, because I feel like this is an energy of a person who is definitely loyal. I did see the Queen of Pentacles come out a few times, and so that's why I feel like this is a person who's still very committed. It's just their perception towards, if you are a person who's looking for marriage, they just want long-term relationship. Now I'm also picking up on another energy here, so I feel like I'm picking up for singles an energy of whether to really get yourself out there. There is resistance, with fear. I think the there's a crossroad whether you should put yourself out there or not. And that's really a very simple, it sounds like simple, but it's never really easy, right? Because it's what we experience internally. Because one day we could feel one way and be like, oh, I want to get on a dating app today and start meeting people. And then the day after, you're like, you probably make your account invisible and be like, I'm not ready for all this noise and this extra work. And, it's like this in and out. So let's see what guidance spirit has in terms of your energy, Aries. It's kind of interesting when I tap into like extremes like that. All right, what do we got here? So first card is trust, right? And I think this goes for both energies, right? With the energy that I'm picking up of having issues with commitment, this is about trusting, having full trust in things will work out. No fears. I think this person has a long-term fear about the responsibility of it. And, it really stems from either past energy, maybe they didn't grow up in a very stable home, or just some of you, it could be that they just hear friends who've gone through really serious things and very toxic situations, and it's almost like they will do everything and anything to prevent that for themselves. Now also the trust here is about those who are single, right? The energy of trusting the process at this point. I feel like this feels like an energy of really more of your intuition, and you have to trust what you feel. So if you feel like you want to put yourself out there, put yourself out there. But if you feel more like there's like hesitation, then maybe you need to trust that intuition and just take a break, take a step back, and things will shift. So here we have passion, getting to know. Oh my God, this came out when I was also meditating, getting to know each other. And this is what's happening with this person, and very soon. So this energy for the people who the person who's having an issue with commitment. This card usually, to me, I don't always have to read the cards, but this one always has this layer of depth that I appreciate. And here is, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. And this person is a person, because they feel so loyal, in that Queen of Pentacles energy that I was feeling. This person, it's a time thing with them. It's an investment, right? Because the Pentacles is investment. It's time, it's energy, and it takes a while to build, and it takes a while to see results and impact. And so this person is more of a getting to know. It basically trust that over time the bond deepens, and they will kind of shift their energy it's a matter of them also trusting you, and that you're not going to be like those toxic energies or those stories that they've seen or whatever they've experienced. And then here very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And this person very soon, you know, it will shift, the energy will shift for them. And there's clearly passion here, right? Now, for those, again, who are single, I feel this is just this energy of maybe desires, and rightfully so, right? We all are adults here, and, you know, we may be experiencing desires. And so it's, again, that intuition, whether like, are some of you just wanting to be touched and felt, or do some of you really want a commitment? And I feel like that's where it goes, because if you go into that direction of, you know, your desires are getting the best of you, then it's going to lead to all these other connections you don't want. And so that's where the decision needs to be made. What are you really ready to commit to? Here we have retreat. So I really feel that's the energy for the singles here, you know, where it's just disconnect overall. I feel for a lot of you. So I feel like I'm picking up this message in terms of the singles, as in just maybe it is a good time to just kind of break. All right, let's see. All right. So first card that came out was the Nine of Cups. And you guys know I love the nines, and obviously, oh my God, as I say, I love the nines. We have pretty much all the nines here. So we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. Let me see if the 9 shows up, and no. And then we have a 5, you guys. So this is challenging, mentally challenging. This is a lot of alone time. The 9 is the major arcana of the Hermit, right? Where we get to really sit with ourselves. Now, for those in the connection that I'm talking about, this person is a person, obviously, that internally has to process. So with the 9, they're going to know what they really want in terms of their emotional fulfillment, what their needs are. 9 of Wands, it's that burdensome. Again, 9 of Wands is when, you know, here in this deck is called spiritual strength. But this is that tiresome kind of energy of like, also guarded energy of, I've been through stuff I don't want to repeat. You know, when we get into this 9 of Wands, we're very, it can become a very guarded, observant too, right? Because the Hermit is about observing. It's also wisdom. So the 9 of Wands allows for wisdom, and the 9 of Wands is also about the soul. The Wands are about the soul. So it allows for the spiritual strength, this wisdom to attain. So there is some wisdom here, but it needs to, I feel this person needs to be careful with it being attached to the 9 of Swords energy, suffering in silence, meaning 9 of Swords, where it's just, it's a mental block. And it's self-inflicted. So now for those who are single, this is the single. I mean, this says everything, retreat with the Hermit, you know, minor arcanas of the Hermit. And, you know, the minor arcanas are always like the day-to-day things, the things that happen. You know, the major arcanas are the big events of our lives. The major arcanas are the big cycles of the life. And the minor are all the things that happen within the months, the weeks, you know, so things that we can have control over. And so here, there is a lot of trust needing to be gained here, right? This situation is calling for you to have faith. So both scenarios are calling for faith to happen here, like to have trust in the universe, one, gaining your own inner wisdom, faith in yourself. Like I said earlier, the trust, or I'm feeling intuition here, a need for really trusting your intuition. So again, some of you, if you're ready for dating, then great. But these 9s really kind of scream retreat in a very serious way, like maybe not so much because of the challenges, obstacles and challenges, because there's still a level, I feel, of exhaustion here. So but with this person, with the commitment issue, that's where the challenge is, right? Where this person just, the challenge is their own perception, right? So let's see this 9 of Cups. Spirit, give me more on this 9 of Cups. You guys, look at that. 9 of Swords again with the Page of Wands. You know, this person, I really am sensing with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Swords is such a sense of controlling their stability. But at the same time, it's so self-inflicted. And with the Page of Wands, it feels like an energy of, it's like they only open up in doses. It's a page, you guys. It's like, this is what okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what I'm feeling. The investment. So they only invest as a page because they move slow. This is a person who is passionate about you, very much passionate, right? Is passionate because the wands are about passion too. There's attraction. They love the free spirit aspects of things. Here we have the world. This cycle needs to end, wow, with the Ten of Swords. So this person obviously is coming to some level of conclusion. And I feel at this point, yes, allow it to continue. I mean, it may be small, Aries, for some of you guys, it may feel small, the investment. But I feel that this investment has big impact because the world is showing up. So you know how I was mentioning that the cycles, the different major arcanas are big cycles. So this is a cycle that is going to come, this person, that's why very soon. It will bring the clarity. So the investment is not going to be a waste of time. Obviously, discernment always, you guys, because you guys know I'm a tarot reader about the soul journey. So I don't believe tarot is for growth. Like if I'm going to do readings, it's for growth. It's not to one's not to gaslight or to keep anyone stuck. I don't really, but there's a reader for everyone. So if a reader is tapping into energies that doesn't allow growth, then to me, those are energies you need to question, because spirit, it's like diminishing what the universe wants for us. The universe never wants us to be stuck. That's a lie. There's no truth to that. So just aside, I know I'm going my little rant, but it's just the truth. It's the truth, you know. All right, so let's see the spiritual strength here. For the singles, I'm not going to beat down this energy for you because you guys already know. I'll give you quite a few messages of what I'm going to pick up, only because I always notice there's only a certain attention span when it comes to wanting to hear what we need to do internally. So, okay, so the Nine of Wands, of course, the Tower, you guys, the Judgment, and the Six of Pentacles. And this is coming down. So basically the change will happen. This person, you know, is definitely going to see things for what they are, and they're going to bring balance to the connection. But the most important thing here is this person needs balance. This person needs an equal give and take in a relationship. They want to know the level of confirmation they need. Is that there is loyalty, because again, we're talking about Pentacles. Wow, there we go. You know, I keep saying the Queen of Pentacles. We're talking about the Queen of Pentacles, and here goes the Four of Wands. They want to know that the long-term Four of Wands, the long-term commitment that you will also make to them is going to reciprocate the security they want, like the stability. They just don't want the noise. I feel like this is a person who just does not want to deal with the noise. And they obviously value you because, like I said, I kept seeing this Queen of Pentacles. So they do see someone. They see you serious. This is serious to them. This is not like, you know, like, oh, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. No, this person is really, I guess you have to respect their level of thought behind this. It may not be the easiest to sway, but that's what commitment is, you know. It takes time, and I mean, sometimes you have to appreciate someone who can do that. Now, again, for those who are singles, again, we're talking about the 9 here, so this is a lot about really nurturing your space, the Tower, kind of cleaning up your own house, bringing in stability. A lot of you may be focusing on yourselves. More grounding energy here, right? Where you can then really, when you're ready, right? Because when you're ready, the exhaustion of like the dating world, this is where the back and forth is, but Judgment's here too, so you can evaluate the circumstance that you're in, and if you actually feel ready to invest, or do you even feel like you're also coming with all the things you feel. And I don't want to say all the things, but there's a certain level, there's an energy we need to carry when we are ready to invest in relationships. And this, a lot of it has to do with just grounding. And I think to me, it really is an internal grounding. And I feel the Pentacles, especially the Queen of Pentacles, there's a need of stability. And whatever that grounding is for you is what's necessary, you know, so you can put yourself out there, you know. So maybe right now, if your intuition, so I'm saying intuition, trust whatever your body's saying. Yes, sometimes we want the passion and we want to go have some fun and enjoy ourselves, but again, the 4 represents stability. So there's a need of balance. Some of you may be seeing the 1111 as well, and actually going through a spiritual awakening, questioning a lot of things with the Judgment. Let's see this 9 of Swords. Geez, so many cards. Of course, there goes the 8 of Swords. Remember when I said this is self-inflicted? So this is self-inflicted for this person, right? This confusion. 8 of Swords with the 7 of Cups. The constant circle that they go, it's just their own mind and their own perception towards commitment. There goes the World again, right? So this cycle is coming to an end, because again, we have 999. 999 represents closing of cycles. And so the balancing act of this person with the 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, which actually makes it a 3 of Pentacles together, is they're going to be willing to work it out. So this is a matter of them balancing, closing this cycle out of confusion, and then them making this decision, right, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Them making this decision to work. 3 of Pentacles is to work together, to collaborate, to really commit to this relationship. Pentacles, again, grounded energy that I'm seeing. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, I mean, Ace of Pentacles equals 3 of Pentacles. It's just very grounded energy. It's just how I'm feeling it. Yep, and then there's that decision card with the 2 of Wands. So this person's going to make a decision. 6 of Swords in the bottom here. So it's just a matter of time with this person. Give me more on this obstacles and challenges. Scorpio energy has been very strong, Aries. So Scorpio is about death and rebirth. And so again, this makes sense with the energy that I'm picking up, where the cycle, this is a cycle ending. So this is definitely a death of a old thought pattern or version. And even for those who are single, it's a death of an old version. So it's one of those things where the faith is needed. And Hermit energy really serves with that internal work that is necessary. Give me more of this obstacles and challenges. This 5 of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yeah. So the 5 of the obstacles and challenges is trusting the new beginning. High Priestess. There we go with that intuition we were talking about. Wow. And with the Hierophant. So again, it's on the Star. So things are aligning. So with the Guru, and this deck is called the Guru and the High Priestess, there is definitely internal, this is what I'm saying, the internal work that the Scorpio energy brings. Things happen to us internally. So the High Priestess is internally, and then the internal work happens within our intuition and our spiritual knowing, and this understanding that happens with our emotional body. So the communication that the universe gives us, right? The third eye. It allows us to see things for what they are. But then the Guru here, the Hierophant, is about really questioning our belief system. So this happens internally, and then the Hierophant helps us shift the energy so it shows up externally. And so in this case, there's a lot that is happening internally, and then eventually has to happen externally. But this is going to create obviously a lot of confusion, right? We saw the Seven of Cups. This is going to create a lot of confusion in the beginning or during this death and rebirth process in order for this Ace of Wands. And the fact that the Ace of Wands here means there is a new beginning. So all of these major arcanas, you guys, 3 major arcanas with the star, it is aligning this energy to make the right decision, to really, really make the right decision for themselves, for the connection. And again, for those who are single, Ace of Wands, again, it's about the passion. I think this is also an energy of allowing you to really trust your own intuition, because this is about faith and the Hierophant. And again, that High Priestess is all about our faith, internal work, our really what things that are in tune with us on a soul level, on a spirit level, and that will bring us back to some renewal, rejuvenation of some sort, but with it on a soul level, Ace of Wands as well. So this is a rejuvenation. You're gonna feel different afterwards, Aries. And for the two combined who are also processing both energies, I feel like there's a sense of just moving through the process. So let's see what the blockages are for this energy here. Ooh, wow. Okay, so there's quite a few. Oh, I see that. I see why Spirit put that out like that. And I see why Spirit did this. So, okay, this is a lot of messages. I feel like this is a combination for all of you, because I feel like both energies are going to watch this read. You know, sometimes you get the cross watchers. I noticed that. But this is about create the reality of your dreams, right? We're shifting. And this person needs to understand they're creating the reality of their dreams. So if they're thinking about it, it's what they're going to create. So this shift, this world and closure of a cycle is to shift them to the reality, the truth of what they desire. We're talking about beliefs. Your beliefs are keeping you stuck. Yes, there are belief systems that are keeping stuck. Withered, let go of that old and outdated. Withered, it's the belief systems that are outdated. There's an outdated thought process. So all these energies truly, I can tell these energies are all Scorpio energies about death and rebirth. Releasing egos, old versions of ourselves. Go outside, breathe, and escape the traps of the mind. Nature nurtures. Yeah, and this is probably more necessary for the faith, the trust. I think this is the internal work. Go outside is clearly hermit energy, right? It's spending time when we need to think about things and really get some fresh air and really internalize things. And then, of course, senses. Use your intuition and sensitivity to inform yourself. I keep saying that, you guys, the emotional body. There is a sense here that is happening spiritually. So some things happen internally, which is this hermit energy, but with the High Priestess is like to go really dive deep. The two combined is to dive deep for things to change our belief systems, the Hierophant, to really shift and move us to the life we want to create, the reality of our dreams. And then we have lies. Pay attention to the signs and their actions. And this is also moving away from questioning people's behavior. So this is a stuck energy. When this being a blockage has a lot to do with our belief system and our lack of our intuition with the High Priestess. And here the senses. Use your intuition and sensitivity to inform yourself. So when we think everyone's a liar, or we assume things are going to go south, just like this person with the commitment issue, they're going to feel like they're going to just question things just because there's no ground to it. There's no real backstory. It's always, well, this person told me one. It's everybody else's stories but their own. And this is where it's like they need to start trusting themselves. If they are a Queen of Pentacles and they know they're good, then they should trust their own selves to be able to create the life they want with someone else, and to know how to have the discernment to know how to choose that person. So I know this is a very thorough message, but this feels very specific. So let's see what the untold message of the heart for this person. Let's see what messages we get. What is the untold message of the heart? Oh, Aries, so intense. guilt. Hurting you was never my intentions, but now it's hurting me too. So I feel that's for some of you who, beautiful, this is what I'm saying. If you guys are in separation, right? For some those of you who may have retreated a little bit because of this conversation or this dialogue or this unwillingness to really meet eye to eye with what this connection is, this person knows it's not that they want to hurt you. It's just a lot that they're attached to, and so I think this is the challenge, is for them to really shift their own belief system. And then of course we have risk. I'm ready to take the leap of faith and risk it all for you. There will be a risk, and this to them is a risk, and I love it. Look at that. First, you are the one, the only one. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, this to me is clear. Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Wands, and she just kept coming out during meditation. So it's very clear that this person obviously sees you as their person. But let's get one more guidance message. Okay, Spirit, one more guidance and message for Aries. For my Aries, please. I love it. Look at that, love. And so love thy neighbor as you love thyself. The highest vibration in the universe is love. Open your heart and let love in. Only then will you attract it back to you. And we're talking about vibrations here. So this has everything to do with vibrations. Again, High Priestess. High Priestess with the Hierophant is how we start, that communication comes in, right? The senses. Use your intuition and sensitivity to inform yourself. This is how the senses and the universe starts to inform you about the decisions you need to make about your connections. And everybody, this is a soul journey. Soul, guys. Soul on a soul. Also S-O-L. I mean S-O-L-E. Solo, right? We're doing this on our own. We have to do this on our own. And who we attract, trusting the fact, because even the person here, they have to understand that they're vibrating at this frequency, that they will attract someone who is going to reciprocate the same love. Only then will you attract it back to you, the same version of love that they want for themselves. So Aries, I love you. I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, subscribe. Click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul. And I'm here to nurture you on to the next message. Bye.